Well, hello everybody. Today we're going to be breaking down the get-ups. We're going to do 8 different exercises, but we'll split the Turkish get-up into 4 different practice points. So we're going to do the get-up, sit-up. We'll do that each side. Do a circular leg raise. We'll do the hip lift and the leg sweep. Do that each side. We'll do lunge hold rows each side. We'll do the knee pivot or sweep step, whichever you're more comfortable doing, and then we'll do a weight transfer. Grasshoppers, we'll do a low lunge position with the bells pressed out. We'll stand and return, and then we'll finish with some one-arm swings. So weights that you're choosing, I'd get something that you can hold overhead for quite a while. So we'll get some real good technique points on working on your get up with this little workout routine. We'll do 3 rounds today. So go ahead and get your bells and we'll get set up for a warm-up. Okay, so let's get our mobility going, get some joint circles going here, starting with your neck. Look up and look down. And side to side. Jaw blade tilts. And glides forward. Head circles. And other direction. Shoulder rolls. And switch. Switch at alternation. Keep alternating, switch. Thoracic lifts. Lateral thoracic glides. Arm swings. Alternating crosses. Both palms are up and shoulder screws. Spinal twisting. Lateral bends. Pelvic swings, forward, reverse. And hip hikes. Hips around your heels. Switch. Hinging and back bending. And full squats with a hip pry. Make sure we can shift down and make sure your heels are staying down on these. Push your elbows in to straighten your and lift your back up. And then we're going to get some Cossacks. Hip flexors, hamstrings. Hamstring front leg. Other side. hamstring. And warm those quads up, sit on your shins or your heels, and just make sure everything's feeling good here. Need my timer. All right, so we're gonna start with the get up, sit up. So when you're sitting up, you wanna go a little bit faster. When you're returning back down, you really wanna go slow, put the brakes on. And a big portion of this is how we're holding this kettlebell. So, you know, you definitely always want to get your hand at a 45 on here, but when you're lying down and starting that get up, we don't want the palm forward as much as we want it turned towards us a little bit, because this really helps engage that lat muscle and gets a little bit of the lower pec. And I mean, your deltoid's gonna be working here, but this is just much easier to engage muscles around the shoulder while we're doing our get up, sit up. So the same side foot that's on the bell is pushed into the ground. So we're gonna start it by rolling, okay? So I'm not initially sitting up, I'm rolling onto this lat that's close to the ground here. So I've got this arm in position to where once I roll onto this lat, now I'm gonna push this elbow into the ground and lift my torso up. Then I'm gonna push this palm to the ground to get to my tall seated position. And here I wanna look at that shoulder that's underneath the bell and make sure I can pack that lat and basically just flex it. So once I get here, I'm gonna put my elbow back to the ground. I'm gonna sweep my palm towards me. I'm gonna make a fist and I'm gonna drop to this deltoid. Nice and slow and controlled. Shoulder blade goes to the ground and then your last shoulder blade. So we wanna make that return nice and slow motion. We use a lot of pressure from that heel when you're lowering back down and when you're springing back up on these. So get up, sit up. Make sure we got a good grip on these. Ready, set, and begin. This will be the last one, so put the brakes on. Slow, slow, slow. Take the bell down, grab it by the horns with both hands. Take it over the top of your head. Other side, get up, sit up. Ready, set, and begin. One more, last one. Time. Circular leg raise. So we want to anchor our upper body to the ground by pushing palms into the ground. Your feet become one. So we're squeezing our feet together, we're squeezing our knees together. To take weight off, you'd bend your knees a little bit, but we're going to go to one hip. We're going to push our palms, try to get your tailbone off the ground to the other hip. That completes your circle, and then we're going back the other way. So ideally, we want knees to come over eyes. Alternate on each one. Ready, set, begin. One more, last rep. And time. So for our get up, we're going to start where we left off and that is your tall seated position. So this is going to be your starting point for the lift and the sweep. So we're going to lift and we're sweeping this leg underneath and through. So one thing that we need to do is make sure we've got some clearance with this leg. So too far out, you're not going to be able to lift too well. So too far in, your feet are going to catch. So we got to find a happy medium. So when we're lifting, we're going to kind of bring this knee towards the hand a little bit. And we need some thoracic and lumbar mobility with these. So if you have a tendency to dump that bell, you might want to practice these without a weight if that's happening for you. But we lift up, we bring this knee underneath and through. And then we settle in, work on that thoracic mobility and lumbar mobility to where we bring that leg back through, super stable in the hand and shoulder, and then we sit back down, okay? So it's a lift and sweep underneath, put some weight on that knee. From your tall seated position, 3, 2, 1, and begin. So again, that same hand position, we want that arm turned in towards us a little bit. And you always want to have a good grip on the bell and a visual line on it. We can always have a slight elbow bend here to add more to the lat. And time, we're going to switch sides with it. Other side, tall seated position, ready, and begin. Last one. And time. All right. So we're gonna go to a lunge hold row from there. These will be 20 seconds. So we get a nice hip flexor stretch. Lighter weight, we can do this unsupported. Heavier weight, you'd want to put a palm or an elbow on that front knee. Fingertips come to ribs, exhale through your row. Pick a side to start, ready, set, begin. Switch sides, ready, set, and begin. Time. All right, so now we're going to do our weight transfer, and we're going to do either a sweep step or a knee pivot. So we got to our tall seated position here, we lifted, we arched, so we're going to pick up from here. So we have our weight transfer, and then we either need to square up by pivoting this knee or sweep stepping, okay? Because now we're in position to stand up out of this lunge. So if you have knee problems, you would want to do your sweep step, because as you're returning down, you've taken your step, your reverse lunge. Most people will just kind of fall to the ground here. We need to hinge, okay? So in order for this hip to open up, we either need to knee pivot so we can hinge, or we need to sweep step out so we can hinge and get that palm back to the ground here, okay? So we're gonna start palm on the ground. We're gonna weight transfer it and then square your lunge up, whether you're sweep stepping or whether you're knee pivoting. All right, palm on the ground. Just go ahead and start with it in the rack position. Palm on the ground, press it out. And we're gonna weight transfer and then square the lunge up. Knee pivot, weight transfer. Weight transfer, and sweep step, and weight transfer. One more here. Weight transfer, square the lunge, sweep step, weight transfer, and time. Switching sides. 3, 2, 1, and begin. And time. Okay, we're going to be in push-up position. Your leg's going to thread through and underneath, close to the wrists. Okay? And then we're just going to jump switch here. So this leg's coming back, this one's coming through. So if you want some extra abdominal work, don't let the foot touch when it lands. So we're here with it. And that'll add a whole different dynamic to your grasshopper. Ready, set, begin. Time. All right, so we're at the bottom of our lunge. Belly's pressed out. We're just working on standing up and returning. So it's a low lunge, pressed out, stand up with it. The knee up side is the pressed side. Ready? And begin. Here you go into your knee pivot, your weight transfer. And time. Rack your bell, set on the ground, switch legs, switch sides, ready, set, begin. Time. Then I'm going to finish with one arm swings, 30 seconds per side. Have a good flow with this. Keep the wrist high on your hip. Work on all those fundamentals. Start by setting your feet, getting a good grip, getting your breathing. That first inhale in your backswing, firing all those muscles at the correct time, focusing on your arc of your swing. Wrist stays high in the hips. Work on your timing. 3, 2, 1, begin. And time. Park your bell, switch sides. End of round one here. 3, 2, 1, begin. Second round of these. Get up, sit up. Ready, set, begin. Last one. And time. Other side with it. Ready. And begin. Last one, nice and slow. Time. Circular leg raise. Ready, set, and begin. The last one, make it slow. And time. All right, we're on to the lift and sweep. So we're starting from our tall seated position. I want to lift the leg, sweep it through to your kneeling base. Ready, and begin. Last one, and time. Switching sides with it. Other side. Ready, and begin. And time. Lunge hold row. In 3, 2, begin. Time, other side. Ready, set, and begin. Time. All right, so we have our weight transfer, and then we have to square our lunge up with your knee pivot or your sweep step. All right, Start in this half kneeling position. Belly's on the same side as the up knee. Ready. Begin. So knee pivot, weight transfer. Weight transfer, knee pivot. We want to work these obliques instead of that low back, or simply just falling uncontrollably. And last one, and time. Other side with it. Ready, set, and begin. That hand should fall right in line with the knee that's on the ground. Last one here. Slow and controlled. And time. All right, those grasshoppers from the tall plank or push-up position. 3, 2, begin. Time. Pressed out lunge. Stand up out of the bottom. Ready. Set. Begin. Time. Other side. Ready, set, begin. Last one. And time. All right, into round 2 with a set of swings. 30 seconds each hand. Ready, set, begin. Time. Other side. 3, 2, and begin. Back to the top with our get up, sit up. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Begin. The last one here. Time. Other side, ready, set, and begin. And time. Circular leg raise. Ready. And begin. Time. Hip lift and a leg sweep from our tall seated position. 3, 2, and begin. Last one here. And time. Other side. 3, 2, and begin. Last one. And time. Lunge hold row. Ready, set, begin. Time, other side. 3, 2, 1, begin. Time. All right, our weight transfer to knee pivot to square your lunge up. Ready in 3, 2, and big in. Slow, last one, and time. Other side with it. Ready, and big in. Slow, last one, and time. Grasshopper. 3, 2, and big. Time. Low lunge position. Stand up, return. In 3, 2, big in. One more. Time. We're going to switch sides. The last one. Ready, set, begin. And time. All right, we're finished with 1 minute of swings, 30 seconds per side. Ready, set, begin. Time. Other side. Ready. Again. up on me, like they all do. All right, let's cool down, stretch it out. So we'll start with the traps. And other side. And then both hands. And gently pull forward. Bring an elbow across. Same elbow, bring it up. Other arm, bring it across. Elbow up. Hang. Windmill stretch. Other side. Have a seat. Cross the leg and pull it in. Turn and look over the knee. Lay back and pull the knee up. And get your piriformis. Hamstring. Hang it over and look away. Quad. And same thing other leg. Cross it over, pull it in. Turn and look over the shoulder or over the knee. We'll lay back, pull the knee up. Piriformis. So the 20 or 30 of you that are watching this, hopefully you see that, it's lots of mobility, lots of flexibility, and whole body training in between there. Hang it over, look away. I only put a couple of videos up a week, but this is something you can do regularly for better health. Quad. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I do. And onto your stomach. Stretch your abs and your hip flexors. Pull your shoulders back. And you can look up. Hips back, shoelaces down. Walk those hands forward. Both arms one side. Other side. Calf stretch. Switch legs. And straddles. All right, guys, that's another workout. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for training with me. I'll see you at the next video.